From the shadows of the wilderness, fierce and hungry, it descended upon the flock. No army stood beside the young shepherd. No armor covered him. With only a sling, a stone, and an unshakable trust in God, the shepherd faced death and did not run. This is where the legend begins. Before kings were crowned, before giants fell, there was a shepherd. His name, David. This episode reveals the moment that shaped David's destiny, not on a battlefield of men, but in the wilderness, where faith was tested, courage was proven, and a boy became a warrior long before the world knew his name. David and the fiercest lion. This is the beginning.
In the rolling hills of Bethlehem, where the sun cast long shadows across the verdant landscape, a young shepherd boy named David watched over his father's flock. He was the youngest of his family, tasked with the humble duty of tending sheep. With a harp in his hand and a song in his heart, he would sit beneath the shade of an olive tree, his melodies drifting on the breeze, a soothing balm to the animals under his care. His connection with them was profound. He knew each one, guiding them with a gentle hand to fresh pastures and cool, life-giving streams. The life of a shepherd was one of quiet solitude, but it was here, in the vast open country, that David learned the rhythms of nature and the meaning of steadfast vigilance. While David's world was one of pastoral peace, his three eldest brothers were called to a different path. Dressed in the armor of soldiers, they marched off to join the armies of King Saul, their figures receding into the distance as they answered the call to war. From a hilltop, David watched them go, a complex mix of admiration for their bravery and a quiet sense of being left behind stirring within him. Yet his own courage was not untested. The wilderness held dangers far greater than a wandering lamb. When a fierce lion, driven by hunger, descended upon his flock, David did not flee. With nothing but his simple sling and a stone, he faced the predator, his faith unshakable and his aim true, protecting his charge with a bravery that belied his youthful appearance.
Come here, my son. I want you to take food to your brothers at the battlefield.
As the battle turned in our favor, how are my brothers holding up?
Pray for them.
One day, David's father, Jesse, summoned him from the fields. He was to carry provisions, parched grain and loaves of bread, to his brothers who were encamped with the Israelite army in the valley of Elah. The journey was long, taking him from the familiar hills of his youth to the tense, bustling atmosphere of a military camp, poised for battle. Upon arriving, he found his brothers among the ranks of soldiers.
Why have you come down here? Who did you leave those few sheep with in the wilderness?
But his presence was not welcomed.
I know your pride and the arrogance of your heart. You came just to watch the battle, leaving your duties behind.
Eliab, his oldest brother, met him with a sharp rebuke, his words dripping with scorn, questioning David's motives for leaving the sheep and coming to the front lines.
Go back home, shepherd boy. You don't belong here.
The anger in his brother's voice was a stark contrast to the urgent task at hand. Though stung by the harsh dismissal, David's spirit was not broken. He turned his attention away from his brother's anger and toward the valley that separated the two opposing armies. His gaze was drawn to the camp of the Philistines, where a challenge was being issued that struck fear into the hearts of Israel's mightiest warriors. As he listened, a flashback seared through his mind, the image of the defeated lion, a testament not to his own strength, but to the power of his unwavering faith. In that moment, something shifted. The shepherd boy was no longer just a bringer of food. A newfound resolve settled over him, a quiet determination burning in his eyes, hinting at the extraordinary destiny that was about to unfold.
In our next episode, we shall behold a battle not fought by sword or spear, but by the power of the Lord of hosts, the God of the armies of Israel. When a giant rises in defiance, mocking the living God, and fear grips the hearts of kings and warriors alike, a shepherd is called from the fields. Not trained for war, yet chosen by God, David steps forward in faith where others fall back in fear. What follows is not the triumph of strength over strength, but the victory of faith over fear. A moment ordained by heaven, destined to echo through generations, David and Goliath coming next.